All right, part 7. Yes, I think 7. Once again, not a whole lot done with the build. That's in part to a couple factors. One of which being I'm fucking poor. And Christmas, and it's also been like negative 30 around here, and I'm in this cold garage with that loud bastard and my little buddy heater over there. And I guess I bought a boat, but that's a different story. So right now I am working on getting my mechanical fan to work. And the problem I'm having with this is I've got my tensioner pulley. It sits right here. It's actually this part. It's on the block like this. And the concentric idler pulley, whatever you want to call it. I had a debate about semantics with the gentleman at the machine shop, is sitting right here. And what's going on is this is the old clutch and my pulley that sits on the concentric, not the eccentric, as he called it. And this guy right here was bolted to this. Now, what was happening is this portion is bolted on here, and the fan's on the back side of it. And the fan was hitting the steering box right here. I don't know if you could see that very well, but let me grab my light. It was hitting the steering box. So I figured that'd be an easy fix, just get a spacer. But I guess they don't really make 2-inch spacers, or any spacers, that have a 1-inch pilot. So what I did was I got this mechanical clutch for a Buick. Now the other part that I'm gonna have to fight is I now have a 5-inch, or excuse me, 5/8 inch pilot opposed to a 1-inch, but that concentric has a 1-inch pilot. So that's at the machine shop getting milled down so I can get this fan in here. And then the next step will be figuring out my upper and lower water neck. They're different sizes than on the stock JK radiator. Past that, really all is the rear diff is filled up with fluid, and the front's got RTV on it. And I've got these baking away, so they're a little more likely to flow in there without a fight. And my coolant reservoir. So, as uninteresting as that is, that's what I've got done. This thing is going to be getting back up to my buddy's shop it was at before, because I'm tired of working here in freezing cold. Don't have a whole lot of motivation to work on it. Yeah, so I'm planning on getting the radiator, the hoses done, and springs for the front to raise that up a bit with some bump stops. See if I can't get some drive shafts coming. Finish a little bit of the cage work and clean it up. And I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. I've got to do a little bit of brake work. And maybe run some power lines there. I'm not sure. Because I'd like to get this thing painted before it starts frosting up and rusting all my metal. But I guess the interesting part of what I've got is inside, so let me show you that. Alright, so I got a couple parts here. First of which are the Coraboo, however you want to say it, racing seats. These are the Moab with 4-point harnesses. I didn't really think it's necessary for the submarine. I'm not racing, so it's just 4-point. These I'm not gonna be able to get out with one hand. Are the Rugged Ridge hard lowers and the soft uppers. So those are gonna get paint matched. I found a kid online who was trying to sell these things, and being I had a bunch of parts that I didn't think were going to work on the Jeep or I didn't really want to use again, I actually sold him an overhead console and an under seat storage unit, I believe, for it. Brand new. He got them from the guy he bought the Jeep from. They had never been put on. He threw them on and drove around the block with them, so they're brand new. You know, these are a couple $100 at least, and technically didn't cost me anything because I traded him some stuff that was of lesser value. Little shovel to mount on my roll bar, which will go with these quick fist mounts. I don't even know how well these work or anything. I think they'll be alright. I've got kind of an amalgamation of stuff here for extinguisher and whatever, but probably have this shovel and my axe bolted onto my roll bar. Drake fire extinguisher mount. This will go by my seat. Pretty cool design. More quick fist stuff, more of that. There's this. There's a placard that I got, and I completely screwed up the metal stamping, so that sucks. Grommets, not interesting. Fuses, so I can get to my electrical after it's painted, and grommets, which also falls into that category, and waterproof connections. Kind of an assortment. But yeah, so this is what I've got going on right now. I'm really hoping to get it to my friend's shop this weekend, and next time I've got a video for you guys. There's something more to show for it than some parts and frustration. Thanks for watching.